My name is Tim Berry. This is my introduction speech for Fundamental of Oral Communication, Sneed State. Today we are at the ocean, which will be an important part of the speech, and my audience is Toby and Sam and my daughter Jordan, who will be running the video camera. Thank you, Jordan, for doing that. Let's go ahead and get started. So how long does it take to get a 2-year associate's degree? Almost sounds like a silly question, 2 years, right? I've managed over 20 years to not complete a 2-year associate degree. When I say that out loud, I'm embarrassed. In order to explain that, let's go back to 1995, where I graduated high school in a small country school in Lucas, Ohio, about 600 miles north of Huntsville. Shortly after graduating high school, I enrolled in a local community college for electronic engineering. During that time, I did complete all my engineering classes, but I did leave a few of the other classes out. At the end of my schooling, I met a pretty little blonde who I convinced to marry me. I was also offered a job working for an automotive manufacturing facility. So my life became different. I became busy. I was no longer a student. I was a husband, and now as a full-time employee. A few years later, my wife and I were blessed to have 4 children at once, quadruplets. As you can imagine, that changed our life. We became very busy with taking care of our children. A few years later, we had our 5th child. As you know, being a parent, it takes a lot of time. It causes you to drive 5.5 hours for a single soccer game, spend a little bit of time in the ocean, and then drive back. My roles had changed. I was no longer a student. I was a full-time husband. I was a full-time father. I was a full-time provider. So what's changed? Why now? It's a great question. 2.5 years ago, the company I work for asked me if I would consider building a plant in Alabama. I accepted that challenge. Little did I know that that would bring myself and my family to Alabama to live. So as we came down here, my job also shifted from a maintenance manager to more of an assistant plant manager, where I do a lot more public speaking. What do I want to accomplish with this class? Simple, 2 things. 1, I really would like to finish my associate's degree. And 2, I would like to gain better tools and skills on to perform my job better when I'm public speaking at work. I look forward to this class, and I'm excited about the things I'm going to learn. Thank you.